Imagine you and your friend are going to the movies that will start in 10 minutes. There's one problem though. You're already there at the cinema, but your friend isn't there yet. He's still on his way. What do you do? Suddenly, you remember your trigonometry skills taught to you when you were in senior high. It's a good thing you took STEM, huh? You know that your other friend is 50 meters east and 50 meters north from your position. You also know that if your friend walks the 100 meters, you and your friend won't make it to the movies on time. Then you start to ask yourself if there is any way for your friend to walk all the way to where you are in a much shorter distance. The answer is yes, and we will use some trigonometry to answer that. First, you need to understand the three basic trigonometric functions: the sine, cosine, and tangent. These functions make use of triangles to find either its interior angles or the length of its sides. In a right triangle, the sides can be labeled A, B, C, with C being the hypotenuse, or the longest side of the right triangle, and the angles ABC, where C is the opposite to the side C. The sine of the angle A is equal to the length of the side opposite to it over the length of the hypotenuse. Same goes if we use angle B. Meanwhile, the cosine of the angle A is equal to the length of the side adjacent to it over the length of the hypotenuse. Same goes if we use angle B. Meanwhile, the tangent of angle A is equal to the length of the side opposite to it over the length of the side adjacent to it, and also applies if we use the angle B. Going back to the original problem, you can see that the path of your friend originally intended to use forms a right angle. And if we draw a straight line connecting to your friend's position to your position, we can get a right triangle. There exists a rule where if the two sides of a right triangle's length are equal, the angles between those sides to the hypotenuse measures exactly 45 degrees. We can see that there is 50 meters east and 50 meters north in the right triangle we drew previously, which means it has angles 45 degrees there. Now, if we use the knowledge we have learned from the trigonometric functions on a right triangle, we can easily calculate the hypotenuse. To get the hypotenuse, we can either use sine or cosine. For this case, we will use sine, which needs the angle A, length of the opposite side, and length of the hypotenuse. Sine of the angle, which is 45, equals the length of the opposite, which is 50 meters, over the hypotenuse. To get the hypotenuse, we will let the variable h be equal to the length of the hypotenuse. We multiply h to both sides of the equation. The h's in the right side cancel out, and then h will be beside the sine of angle 45 degrees. Then we isolate the h on the left side by dividing the sine 45 degrees to both sides of the equation. The sines in the left side cancel out, while the length 50 is divided by the sine of 45. Now we can solve for the value of h. If we use our scientific calculators, we can get the value, which is equal to 50 square root of 2, or approximately 71. Now back to your problem. We now know that the path from your friend to you in a straight line is equal to the hypotenuse to the right triangle we made, which is, as we calculated, 71 meters to the northeast. If your friend went and used this path, he will be able to arrive before the movie starts. And now you can enjoy watching the movie with your friend without missing any scenes.
Hindi ka kita.